Are there any other green guys that you're like beefing with right now?
You know. Oh God, here we go. You want want some clickbait, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, pal. Let me dish some tea, okay? I don't really like the way Willem Dafoe portrayed us. I'm just gonna say it.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Goblikon. His name is not my name. I'm Zach. But we had John Goblikon on the podcast from Nekrogoblikon, and we talked about his ghost wife. We talked about beef that he has with other creatures. We also talked about chilies. So also, I think God damn it, we kind of talked about Fred Durst also. God. So you're going to want to tune in. Let's check it out. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, first off, is this just a visual medium that I'm on right now?
It's audio also.
Yeah, I'm just thinking for like people who are just listening to this, is it just like they think Nick Nolte's on right now? Or can they really picture me, you know?
Yeah. They might think that.
Okay, well, for people that don't know, I am a goblin, and I happen to be the new front person for the metal band, Nekrogoblikon.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Which just happens to be a metal band that, only writes songs about goblins. So it was really like a good, what's it called? Synergy?
Yeah, I think that's the word.
Yeah, it was good synergy.
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen you guys live a bunch of times, and you guys are awesome.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. So you've seen me dance.
Yeah.
You've seen me on stage. And
I love it, dude.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, come on. Nekrogoblikon shows they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're so much fun. I saw you guys at 1720.
Oh,
I've seen you. I saw you guys at the Gathering too.
Oh. Yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Playing with the Juggalos, that was like a dream for me, It was always like clowns and goblins are the two things that really need to just meet in the middle,
Yeah, definitely. What's one of the craziest places you've ever performed?
Well, let's see. I mean, Juggalos is up there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen to this, man. We've toured with pirates. We've toured with trolls. Not my favorite. We've toured with Gwar.
Yeah. Gwar's sick.
Whatever you consider Gwar, creatures from another planet as well,
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you start really getting into the real niches of the metal world, I mean, all the shows are crazy, And now we're touring with Death Clock, which I hear are cartoons. So
yeah, they are.
That's pretty rad. I mean, it's like I've always been a fan of cartoons. So I'm like, now that we're on tour with them, I'm like, I don't really know how to react,
So,
but
do you like get to be like a real person on that tour, or is that like?
Yeah, you mean interacting with Death Clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I am a little nervous, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I never actually interacted one-on-one with the cartoon, but
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just going to be myself, and just welcome them like I do any other band and ask them if I can poop on their bus, know, and see what they say, Maybe they'll let me sleep there. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they might. I mean, I feel like even if you did poop on their bus, like, I don't know if cartoons can smell like real things.
Well, I think when they smell, it just says the word stink over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I think that's how it works in the cartoon world. I'm pretty sure. Like, a little flag pops up out of their poop and it says stinky.
The little stink lines that
Yeah,
pop up.
that's how it
so.
would work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of it's like a Space Jam or something where he's like Michael Jordan.
Wow. That's what I'm going for, Zach. That's exactly I've always said, I'm the Michael Jordan of the metal world, and now we're touring with our Looney Tunes, in Death Clock.
Yeah,
so,
dude,
I can't wait.
that's gonna be so sick. Dude.
Are you gonna come to that show? You got to come to that show. We're playing in the greater California area.
Okay, I'm super down to come to that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, you got to meet these cartoons, man. I'll introduce you to them, see if they may know the Looney Tunes, man. I'll get you hooked up. The Animaniacs, they'll all be at the show, I assume. I think they're all touring together, right? I mean, I don't want to make assumptions that just because they're cartoons, they all know each other. But
yeah,
I mean, I know anyone that's green, so I'm just saying, Kermit, we text, we're like a
Kermit.
Yeah, we text.
What do you guys say to each other?
To be honest, like I feel like for a while he's kind of trying to been ripping off my thing, and like forever
real?
it's like he's been like, as far as green actors go, he's like, kind of the face. And so forever he was kind of like, the golden standard, the green standard, if you will. And so I just told him, watch your freaking back. That's all I said. I just told him, man, it's like, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. So,
No, that's fucking awesome. Did he respond or did you?
Well, the text went green, which I thought, that it would be naturally green.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was like, Kermit, man, get an iPhone, bro.
Yeah.
What's going on? But, he hasn't responded yet. And, and when I call him, it goes straight to voicemail.
Oh, man.
But, he'll come around, dude. He'll come around. It's you're in the industry, man.
Yeah.
People are weird in this town.
Yeah, no, that kind of stuff happens all the time.
Yeah, you start getting a little success, and all of a sudden, man, those people that used to know you, they all come out of the friggin' woodwork. I'm sure you know, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel that 100%.
Yeah. But, it's like joining Nekrogoblikon, and I mean, you're going to probably not relate to this, but it was tough because they were like this established thing, and I just looked up to them. I was a fan of Nekrogoblikon before, and everyone knew who Nekrogoblikon was, right? And there was all these guys, everyone knew Nekrogoblikon, but I was a fan, and just forever they were like, hey, do you think you want to join this new iteration of Nekrogoblikon? And I was like, I guess. So I did that, and all of a sudden I'm internet famous. So anyways, I don't know if you could
relate, I relate to that a lot.
This is kind of how I feel.
That's pretty much the story of my life, dude. I think we're more in common than I thought.
I mean this as a compliment. When I first met you, I was like, this guy's got goblin energy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what was it like for you? Like, because for me, everyone already had their idea of what Nekrogoblikon was, what they sounded like. And then I joined it. I kind of had to, get acclimated and make it my own thing. Like, what was it like for you?
When I joined, when I joined Jackass, that was, it was sort of
I was talking about podcasting.
Oh,
you were in Jackass?
Yeah.
Holy shit. No way. I love Jackass. What'd you do? Did you do Steve-O?
What?
Were you Steve-O?
No, I was not Steve-O.
Oh, tell me what you did, man. That's a... This is a good guess.
I know Steve-O. But yeah, they had me come on for Jackass Forever and Jackass 4.5, and I just did a bunch of stunts, like in the movies with them. Yeah, I tried to fly over, like, a bunch of cacti, and then I with a giant kite, and I just go into all the cacti and get cactus needles all in me. And
that's what you thought you were going to do?
Well, we thought I might fly over it, but I did not fly. Oh. Yeah, I just went into the cactus.
Ow.
Yeah, no, it hurt. Yeah, it definitely hurt.
And you said it was a stunt, so you got a stunt double that came in.
No, I did it. Yeah.
And there was a fake cactus. It was a Hollywood cactus.
It was a real cactus, and I got infection from it. It was bad. I had the cactus needles in me for I think a month and a half.
Yeah, I see one right now. I think you still got it in there, pal. Man, that's kind of what it feels like to tour in a metal band nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like falling on a cactus. It's like the best you could do is you're going to come a little bloody and get an infection, you know? But it doesn't pay much. I don't know what cactus pays. But
yeah, it's okay. It's not bad, but, Pays the bills.
Yeah, but you were doing that kind of stuff before on the interwebs.
Yeah, I was doing that kind of stuff before, just for a long time when it wasn't paying off. I mean, like, it all built up to me getting into Jackass. So
yeah,
but yeah. So where did you grow up?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I've been a lot of places. I've lived in a lot of places.
Yeah.
But everyone always assumes, I'm from really far off, and I am. I'm Reseda.
Reseda?
Yeah.
Reseda. Okay.
Yeah, where all the goblins live.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it like, growing up, like, as a goblin in Reseda?
Well,
Reseda.
It wasn't the best childhood, you know what I mean? Like, I got picked on for being a little different,
Yeah.
I was a bit of a loner, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people who listen to metal aren't always the popular kids.
That's
it's not
true.
the most popular music all the time. And, sooner or later, I started to get into the corporate world to kind of make ends meet, just kind of gave up on the dream,
Yeah.
selling life insurance, only two things that happen, death and taxes, and I do both actually. I got a side hustle. I also do taxes if you need, a tax guy.
That would be sick. Actually.
Yeah, actually, I would not sell you life insurance because that would just be like blowing up money. It's just like makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Just like have you ever fallen into a cactus and you check yes, and I'm like, I cannot offer you a plan. You voluntarily did that. That's got to be tough for you to try and get insurance. I bet.
Yeah, it is. I'm not easily insured. I don't have insurance right now.
Yeah. Oh, you don't?
No.
Wow. That's surprising to me.
Yeah.
I would think like that would be number one priority for you. Are you doing like a lot of stunts still? Are you trying to get out of the stunt game? Maybe do some comedy or something? You're a funny guy.
Yeah.
Zach, you're funny. You're a funny guy.
Thank you.
You're a funny guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing, I haven't really been doing as much stunt stuff anymore. I'm mainly just doing comedy. I'm doing stand-up, just podcasting, and also I started ghost hunting. Been doing that.
But hold on, Zach. You just listed a couple things, and then you ended with ghost hunting.
Yeah.
Like you were like, I'm into puzzles, ghost hunting? You're hunting ghosts.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Yeah, so do you believe in ghosts?
Of course I believe in ghosts.
I was hoping that you would.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a couple times where I'm like, I'm talking to a ghost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was like a 3-year period where I was pretty sure I was in a relationship with one.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Well, I met this person. They contacted me. They said, I'm from Russia. I really love you. Me liking you.
Yeah.
And all I had to do was give him my credit card and social.
Yeah.
And I did. And then for 3 months, she was gone.
Oh, man.
And I talked to someone I knew, and I was like, yeah, so I've been in this relationship. This is my girlfriend. He's like, dude, I think you got ghosted.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I guess I was in a relationship with one for a while.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I've been out there just like looking for ghosts, just going to places that are like supposedly haunted. I'm just trying to see if they're haunted or not,
And have you found any that are or like?
So far, I mean, Colorado Street Bridge, that's pretty haunted. That's in Pasadena.
Why are they haunting a bridge?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the last place that they were alive.
They're like, we wish these two places weren't connected. We don't want people connected. Like, what's happening? That seems like a lot of work for a ghost. It's just like.
Yeah, no, it definitely is, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're, and then, like, I'm trying to think where else I've been. I stayed in this condo when I was doing stand-up that seemed pretty haunted. We talked to some ghosts there.
Wait, you talked to them while you were there and it just seemed haunted?
They told us that someone died in there. And then, we pulled out the ghost gear and we got some results.
Okay. walk me through ghost gear, because I've seen Ghostbusters. Did you have that thing that you throw it out and you stomp it, it opens up and just sucks them all in?
I wish we had that. That would be so sick.
What did you have?
No, we just have this thing called...
iPhone?
No, not an iPhone.
All right.
We had this thing called an ovulus, where you can use it, the ghost can communicate through it. So they can like speak and like it'll say words out loud. You can like ask questions or whatever, and you can be like, "Oh, where are you from?" And it can like say a word. It can say different words with, like to you. And sometimes
what's the most common word? Boo?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you would think that. I think one of the...
Would that be something if just you spend all this money on this contraption, you're just like, here we are, okay, let's see what it says. It's like, oh, boo. That's a bummer.
Yeah, we have had it, I have had it say surprise, like, to me before. That was really scary, actually. It did that on the bridge.
I thought you were going to say did it on your birthday, because that would have been nice.
That would have been great on my birthday.
Surprise. All these ghosts are wishing me a happy birthday.
Saying happy birthday. Yeah. But no, I've had a decent amount of experiences with it. It's been fun. I'm trying to go to like other crazy haunted places. But you know, we'll see where I end up with it.
Dude, you should go to some metal shows and try it out.
Oh, that would actually be cool.
Because sometimes there's a lot of these bands, you know?
Yeah.
Playing on, you know, pentagrams and, you know, have the devil worshiping music, which, by the way, freaking wall-to-wall bangers, those satanic bands, man. Yeah. That's where the good stuff is, honestly. So I like to watch those bands, and I just wondered, like, if they're playing and kind of doing this guitar seance, if you had one of those talker things, if they were just like, you know, play Freebird, you know, you're like, that's what the ghost wanted, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be something cool like that.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I tried to use it when I was doing stand-up before, too. And I was like, just put it up to the microphone, like, you guys want to see this place is haunted? And then it just started saying random stuff, so it didn't really make sense.
That would suck if a ghost got you canceled.
Oh, yeah, it just, like, says something, it just says something fucked up.
Yeah, you're just like, whoops, hold on, okay.
Yeah.
Whoopsies, sorry, guys. Didn't know this ghost is from the 40s, okay? Yeah. Sorry. They could say that back then.
With Zach's luck,
you
would get a racist ghost for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we did encounter one racist ghost, like, so far. It didn't say anything. I mean, it just started saying some, like, stuff about one of my friends, and it was just like, whoa, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, next time you go on one of these adventures, you got to take me.
Oh, no, I would love that. That would be so cool.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to him, you know what I mean? No, any single lady ghosts, or you ever had, like, anyone
not that I'm aware of yet. I mean, we haven't really, like, identified that, like, too much. I mean, sometimes, one ghost we were asking about its sex life before, and that was, like, the only time it talked to us. That was kind of weird.
You ever had any ghost be like, love your podcast?
No? That would be so sick.
No?
No, we haven't had any of them like that. One time I turned on you're not supposed to use the ghost gear in your house, because it just to, like, for your own, like, mental.
Oh yeah, you don't want to know if you're living with ghosts.
Yeah, and I turned it on in my room, and it just said poverty. And I was just like, no.
Oh, no. You're just getting roasted in your own home by a ghost. Just like, oh, what is it saying? Are you ever going to wash your sheets, John? All right, hey, ghost. I'm busy, you know? It's a bi-monthly thing I do with the sheets. I got my own schedule.
Yeah, when was the last time you washed your sheets?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah. Same for me.
I wait till my sheets, you know how you go like this to... for those listening, I'm doing a gesture that's like bringing up the blanket to like nicely lay it down. Yeah. When my sheet is so stiff that when I do that, it just breaks into a bunch of pieces. Yeah. I go, I should wash this.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Like, yeah, sometimes I'll just buy new sheets.
Oh, okay, got that Jackass money.
No, right, I mean, it's not really, they're really cheap on, like, Amazon.
Yeah.
Or, like,
thread count of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, no. So, you were born a goblin?
Yes, I was born a goblin. I identify as a goblin. I'm a goblin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I was like doing some research, like, and according to some people, you can pretty much become like if you're an elf.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
there's some dark
Oh,
magic
yeah.
done.
Yeah. You
You
can
can become a
yeah,
goblin.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
were born a goblin.
Yeah.
Did you come
fully
from
green blooded?
You
Yeah.
didn't come from like someone that was originally an elf.
Nope. Both sides.
Yeah.
Goblin lineage. You
Yeah.
know. I didn't actually meet my parents though, so I can't actually confirm. You know.
Okay.
But you know, I'm sure that they were cool people. I'm sure my dad was a nice guy with the receding hairline. You know what I mean? Those are
Yeah,
the genes
yeah.
I just know I have. You
Yeah.
know. But yeah, I don't really know a ton about my past. You know, but I think that's for the best. You know, it's good to just look ahead, Zach. You know, not really focus on where you came from, but where you're going.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
I mean, life's a journey.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and I got to be honest, I never thought that I would be, you know, in this storage closet doing this podcast, you know, that I was like, to think one day I was like, man, you know what I mean? That there'd be a guy who like watched Jackass and then got on Jackass, you know, and is covered in thorns. Like, this is just exciting doing all this kind of stuff, you know, and I'm even thinking about getting into the podcasting thing myself because I feel like it's a very unsaturated market.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
definitely should have a podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know about the unsaturated part, but you
I
should.
felt like it was an untapped market. I mean, how many are there? 4, 5, 6 podcasts? What are we
Dude,
talking now?
There's a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. I got to listen to more of them, but my phone's on the fritz, so I never can
Yeah.
listen to the podcast.
Do you
You
think
know,
you would ever have Kermit on your podcast if?
if he wants to have a face to face, I would love to talk through some things, and I feel like
Yeah.
a podcast is a good medium for us to finally,
Yeah.
have the chat, have the talk. I just feel like, he's always telling me, he's like, oh, I'm so busy. I'm like, dude, I haven't seen one of your films in years. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, what are you doing, dude? I haven't seen him anywhere. He's not on any of the red carpets. He's not going
Yeah.
to any shows. It's like, are you busy, dude? Or are you just too busy for me? You know?
Yeah. I mean, are there any other green guys that you're like beefing with right now?
You know. Oh God, here we go. You want want some clickbait, Zach?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
that's-
here you go, pal. Let me dish some tea, okay? I don't really like the way Willem Dafoe portrayed us. I'm just gonna say it. That's my beef with the guy, okay?
Yeah.
It's like, I just feel like he already had goblin energy, a goblin look, and he did like so much. It was just really over the top. And I'm not a fan of that exact portrayal, if I'm just being honest. But
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, loved him in Poor Things. Loved him in Poor Things, though, Zach. Really enjoyed him in that.
Yeah, Poor
but,
Things was great.
Yeah, really weird movie, but I was too high to really understand it. But I think I enjoy. I was told by the usher that woke me up that I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all that matters is you go
Yeah.
and enjoy
Do
yourself.
you beef with any like other stunt people, or are there people like, I'm sure there's been so many people that like copycats or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I mean, there's been like some beefs, I guess, but eventually, like, I ended up becoming friends with some of the people that I was beefing with.
No way.
Yeah.
I like that, Zach.
Yeah, we like it was just like, well, we all like do the same thing, like let's just be friends.
Yeah, they were also falling on cactuses.
Yeah, and other things.
Oh
and,
yeah.
So it's better when we're all getting along.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like if there's any other goblin metal bands out there listening, like we'd be open to having a conversation, touring maybe. I think that would just be a lot of fun. I think the more of us out there, the less scary we become to people.
Yeah. Do you do you ever think you're gonna get into acting or anything?
Well, you know, Zach, I did do a few documentaries they made about my life, about, you know, they turned them into music videos. The No One Survives video, you know, 8 million views, 9, I believe, and counting, no big deal.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, in those, they told me just to kind of be myself, and those were kind of like documentaries, but I do have a little bit of the acting bug in me. You know, I thought I might be good in like commercials. You know, I'd be open to commercials.
I think you would be great for commercials.
Yeah, or like hosting Survivor, you know.
Oh my God.
I'd really like to host Survivor or something like that. You know, I just feel like I do have a talk show, you know, that's not really acting, you know, other than when I'm acting like I'm interested in these people that they booked that I've never heard of. But like, I do want to like get more into it, you know. Like the craft of it, you know, kind of like that Daniel Day-Lewis thing, like just like you know, 6 years, just like be like, I'm Bill Clinton, you know, and make everyone call me Bill Clinton. You know, I think that'd be kind of fun.
Do you think you would if they asked you to do Naked and Afraid, would you do it?
I mean, I think so. That's usually how I live my life.
Yeah.
You know, both naked and afraid. I'd say when I'm home, that's what show I'm doing, I guess, if I didn't know, you know.
Yeah, just without the camera.
Yeah. And anytime I'm naked, usually everyone's afraid. So it's like, it's kind of like I feel like that's a great show for me, you know.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah. And what about for you? Like, what's like the 2025 Zach dream?
I mean, getting into like just like traditional like acting and stuff, not doing stunts. Like,
would you want to do drama, or do you want to do?
Oh yeah, I would want to do any. Like, I would be down for, comedy for sure, but then I would do drama stuff. Like,
you'd be like on what do they call, like CIA, FBI? You know, one of the. I could see you, Zach. You'd be like, you'd be one of these guys, who's like, we found him, and just like typing, you know what I mean? Just like, and then that's it, you know, just past you.
We got him.
We got him. You know? Or they're like you're hacking, and then you just go, we're in.
Yeah.
You know, like you're in the network, baby.
Yeah, I just got past the main.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we got something for you, man. I mean, dude, just pick a city and pick a division of government, and there's a show for you. You know.
Yeah, I was voted most likely to hack into the computer system and change my report card in 7th grade.
You nailed it.
Yeah, I don't know why that was even a thing, but
some weird superlatives in middle school.
Yeah, they're like, dude, like, you're not gonna do much. Zach.
Yeah. and where are you from?
I'm from Indiana. It's like north. It's like where I'm at. The part of Indiana I'm from is like close to Chicago, though.
Oh, okay. I love Chicago.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite things to do in Chicago?
Well, play the Beat Kitchen. That was a fun place.
Oh, hell yeah.
We played a lot of venues in Chicago. I like to go. Oh, what's that place where you order a hot dog and they berate you?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this.
Portillo's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like going to Portillo's because every time I'm there, everyone just, yells at me and stuff. Or actually, anytime I get a hot dog, that's kind of my experience. But I just love Chicago. I love the weather, the lake, the people, a lot of metal fans.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of metal fans.
And we have great shows in Indiana, too. A whole area. What's that called? Just kind of like
just like the Midwest or something like that. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of the Midwest.
Yes, whatever it is where you're driving for like 4 days and you're like, I'm just looking at crops, It's like, and then you stumble into like a town and you're like, wait a minute, this is kind of cool, and then like you play a show and there's a bunch of awesome metal fans.
So, I was reading that goblins don't really like gnomes that much.
I gotta be honest, gnomes isn't really where I have my beef with. It's more trolls.
Yeah, trolls.
I don't like trolls, because to me, you have goblins on one end,
Yeah.
We represent, the underdog, the misfit, those people who feel like, they metaphorically have a hump on their back. I actually do have a hump on my back. But the green is really kind of like the essence of us, like we really do want the best for things. Whereas trolls, I'm sure you've experienced trolls.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
I've experienced
They're
a lot of
everywhere.
trolls in my life.
Yeah, they're in the comment section. They're at your local grocery store cutting you in line. They're your boss.
They're the worst.
Trolls are just like, man, no thanks. So I feel like the goblins and the trolls are always kind of doing battle. And so gnomes are adorable. I got to be honest, man. You know what I mean? I booked all of our flights through that gnome. I love gnomes. Good deals. And it's trolls that I really have issue with, and I just think it's a fundamental thing, difference between us.
Yeah. Well, that's good. It's good to hear that you don't hate gnomes.
No, are you cool with gnomes? I guess you got one right over here.
I don't know who put that there, but no, I'm fine with gnomes. They're chill. I haven't experienced a lot of gnomes in my life. Definitely more trolls, and I feel you on that. Trolls suck.
Yeah, they do, right? You know what I mean? They're everywhere, and they just always are saying whatever they think, and no one wants to hear it.
Yeah.
It's like we got enough of that in our lives. You know what I mean? I don't know if you do this, but every now and then, when I finally feeling good about myself, I'll make the mistake of signing on any form of social media, and like, oh, what does this person have to say about this, Gut Liquor 669, and I'll click on it, and I'll be like, I wish I didn't do that,
Yeah, no, I feel that 100%. Sometimes I'll be having a great day, then I'll see, like, there'll be a bunch of positive things, and I'll see, like, one negative thing.
Oh, and you'll just fixate on that one thing.
And I'll fixate on that one thing.
Oh, and you'll go home, and you'll be lying in bed, and you'll be like, oh, man, Gut Liquor 669, oh, God. He just got to the core of me. Why do we do that, Zach?
I don't know.
We got all this cool stuff going on. You got Jackass, a podcast, a goblin. I'm on tour. And that one person says that one mean thing. That's all I think about for weeks.
Yeah, I try not to read comments like as much as possible. But you in like today's age of like just like promoting stuff and just putting stuff out, putting content out.
Yeah.
You kind of also have to see how people are responding to it, And it's just like, I think trolls are always going to be there,
Yeah, I think that's why I gravitate towards playing live shows.
Yeah.
It's like, right away. You know what I mean? And we, trust me, early in our Nekrogoblikon days, we played some stinkers, and you can tell. But now, it's like, the good outweighs the bad because everyone's just cheering and having fun, and the gratification is immediate. You know? Whereas like with other stuff, if we're doing a music video or talk show, it's like, oh boy, here we go. Someone's got to say something. It's like, oh God, here's another green guy trying to cash in. It's like, it's like, oh, it's just, how it is.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
No, I understand completely. You ever had any like weird encounters with fans, or you had any weird fans like follow you or anything, or just anything like weird happen? Like I always like to ask people that like tour around, like if they've ever had like anything weird happen.
I gotta be honest, the weirdest people I encountered in all my years of touring was probably Limp Bizkit. Just a bunch of weird dudes. You got Wes Borland, just walking around like God knows what creature every night,
Yeah.
Then Fred Durst, we had a little bit of a moment, backstage that I think he didn't know I was experiencing, that he got really mad at that I was like in his dressing room.
Oh shit! What happened? So what happened?
Well, I don't want to say this on a big platform or anything.
Oh, well, don't worry, we're not on a big platform.
Okay, that's fair. That is what my producer said. That's why I got the gig. But Fred, before he gets on stage, he just likes to be alone in his dressing room and look in the mirror, and he gets himself ready, you know. He's like, do you think you're the best? And he goes, yeah. He's like, are you the most handsome? And he's like, yeah. And he just asks himself a bunch of questions that all end in, yeah. And that's how he gets himself psyched. And I was hiding in the closet, which is where I normally was forced to sleep at Nekrogoblikon.
Yeah.
So I was just used to it. I was taking a little nap, and he saw me, and they got really mad and turned this whole thing. And so we haven't toured with them since.
Oh, man.
But, if they'll have us again, I'd love to. I mean, they're killing it right now. I mean, I'm a big fan of the music, But metal fans are naturally a little, left of center, we'll say. But with me, nothing but the best. We have absolutely the best fans on the planet. I know everyone says that, but everyone's lying.
Yeah.
We're not. I mean, they're really the best, man. They come here, they bring me Southwestern egg rolls and chilies, because that's how I, get my energy to dance on stage. And I've met some really, really cool fans, and I just love them. I love a good weirdo too, so I don't mind a good weirdo coming up to me, telling me I'm going to name his firstborn, and I'll tell him, bring him to the show. I'd love to eat him, meet him. I'd love to meet him. And so, I'm always happy to meet anyone's infant and take a bite.
Yeah.
Out of saying hello.
Yeah. So how long have you been a fan of Chili's?
Oh, man. How long has the restaurant been open? I mean,
I don't know.
I absolutely love them. But I will say, being on a small platform, Chili's, I've been promoting you for, what is it? How long has it been?
It's been since 1975 in Dallas.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right.
March 19. So it's been exactly.
I remember specifically I started promoting them in April of 75. And so far, the most I've gotten out of them, and I put them in my book, I put them on tour, I've had them on my talk show and promoted them on my talk show, and they've given me a jacket.
Dude.
So I feel like at some point, I'm just going to put it in the ether, Applebee's, Cheesecake Factory, whatever. You give me a call, I will straight up jump ship, in a second. I have no problem. You know what I mean? I'll be like, what's it called? The 2 for 2? I'll be like all over that at Applebee's in a second, But I will say, I love Chili's. It's just like Southwestern egg rolls. Is there a better sound, Zach, than the sizzle?
I don't think so.
I mean, you hear it from a mile away. It's like, you're like, wait a minute, where's that coming from? It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I've just always been a fan of their food and their service. And so, I like what I like. Like what I like, man. And I feel like that's my main meal before I go on stage. Mm-hmm. My main meal after I come off stage, It's my main meal when I wake up after I was on stage and I got off stage, So I just feel like it's kind of like John Goblikon Chili's. They're just meant for each other.
Yeah, they're really missing out by not having you in Chili's commercials.
I mean, we've approached them. Now, I will say that Chili's corporate, I don't know if they're exactly looking to get into the goblin metal market. You know, I don't know if that's on top of their list, but
I mean,
one of these days, man, they got to throw me a bone, sponsor something, a tour.
Yeah, something.
Or at least give me a dress shirt to go under the jacket they gave me.
Yeah.
Something, man. Give me a tie. A Chili's tie.
Yeah. No, they definitely, that would be, it would be so sick to see you in a Chili's commercial or something.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that. Would you do a commercial too? Would you want to do commercials?
Yeah, I would definitely do a commercial.
Who'd be your dream commercial?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure, dude. I started a health journey, so I wouldn't really want to do a fast food or anything anymore. Because I've been
what does that look like for you, Zach? A health journey? Because I've been thinking about thinking about starting what?
Well,
Thinking.
so I pretty much just like I've been working out a lot. So I've been going to the gym. I'm doing a lot of cardio. I'm doing weight training and stuff. I'm also like I'm intermittent fasting. I'm like eating healthy.
You're doing it.
Yeah. I'm like doing all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm just trying to like just not eat like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like just straight beer? Can you just do straight beer?
No, I actually I don't drink either. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I'm not drinking soda. I'm not drinking I'm only drinking water pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Zach, that is, I mean, I'm gonna give you a claw right there, man. That's
Thank you.
really awesome. I mean, so you haven't. When was the last time you had a drink?
I mean, it's been a year since I've like drank.
That's I myself. It's been some time.
Yeah.
I haven't had a drink since. What month are we in?
What month? It says March.
It's
March.
March.
All right. So what day is it?
Wednesday?
Or what time is it?
5:56.
So it's been like 27 minutes. And I feel like I'm on the journey, or at least heading in the right direction. And honestly, you're inspiring me because I don't eat well and I don't feel well all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't know if you see my skin, but it's a freaking mess, man. I mean, there ain't enough moisturizer on the dang planet. You know what I mean? I could just smooth this out and get the bags away. But, crow's feet, it's like I got dragon face. It's one of those things. But I think that's really awesome, man. I mean, so you really you're a new Zach.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. I'm just trying to be like the maximum version of myself, I guess.
Hell yeah, Zach. That's really cool, and that's not easy to do.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. It's been hard, but it's getting easier. So I feel like I'm on a good path now.
Yeah. Well, you look vibrant. You look alive.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like you're Zach, you're glowing. I'm just gonna say it. You're glowing, man. You got a green glow. I said you got goblin energy, and it's really like illuminating today, and I really respect that.
Thank you.
So, like, what's a new go-to meal for Zach, and what's like a old go-to meal for Zach?
Well, new go-to meal. I've been using this meal prep service called Flex Pro. But yeah, I mean, I just been eating healthy stuff. My go-to. I mean, I'm mainly just eating like chicken and vegetables and stuff.
Okay.
Then I mean, but yeah, because like what I used to eat was just fast food all the time.
Yeah, like my diet.
Yeah.
But that's the hard thing about being on the road. I don't think a lot of people realize that. They think being a rock star, the tours are just like all glamorous, and we're just eating at 5-star restaurants, and and it's like no, it's really just like truck stops, and then like whatever the band doesn't eat, they'll throw me scraps.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah. No, being on the road doing stand up, it's definitely okay, we can go here, or we can. It's okay, it's hard to make the healthy choice sometimes.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And usually when I have the option of going, making a healthy choice, I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's kind of like my move,
Yeah.
It's like, I see it and I go, that's nice. And then I go, but this, So.
No, I feel that 100%.
Yeah. And then I don't feel very well.
Yeah. When people started saying go in goblin mode, how did you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, people started texting me things, People were asking me, they're like, you go in goblin mode? I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Hold on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think of someone coming up to you and you're like, you in human mode? You'd be like, what? Dude, I live this life. You know what I mean? I've been living this life. And then I was like, oh, I know what this means, going goblin mode. It's kind of like what I've been talking about. Goblins are positive creatures that are just filled with love and just really want to do the right thing. And surely that's what they mean by going goblin mode. And I look it up and like, oh, being a piece of shit on your couch.
Yeah.
You know, can I curse on this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can.
Because that's what they say. You know, that's what they just say. It's like, oh, eating trash. They're like going goblin mode. You're like, excuse me? What? Can we find something else? You know what I mean? That's like going goblin mode. You know, it's like, oh, I helped my neighbor, you know, put away her groceries, going goblin mode. They're like, no, you ate a half-eaten frozen burrito and then you cried your sleep to, you know, Friends reruns. You know, it's like, that's goblin mode now. So, I don't know, man. You know, but hey, I'll say this. It's helped us a little bit. You know, on the old algorithm, you know, people are driving in goblin mode. They're like, who's this guy? What's this band? And then we made a tour, you know, goblin mode. So in that tour, we did go full goblin mode, you know, so.
Fuck yeah.
But I do think, like, all of a sudden I'm seeing, like, I don't know about you, man, but I'm seeing a lot of goblin stuff all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, people are sending me stuff. They're like, you heard of the Cheddar Goblin? You know what I mean?
What's the Cheddar Goblin?
There's a movie that there's a goblin. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
It's called the Cheddar Goblin.
From
you know?
Andy.
Yeah. I think he's a third cousin of mine. Yeah, I've seen him at reunions and stuff, you know, and usually, you know, that's his whole thing, you know. I'm pretty sure he's lactose intolerant, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
but
my God.
he's made a whole career out of it, you know, and he's in the movie, and everyone's talking about him now, and there's just a lot of goblin stuff, so it's really weird. For years, nobody cared what we were doing, you know. And now here I am, you know, I'm doing podcasts, I'm doing tours, everyone's embracing being a goblin, I guess, you know, for better or for worse. So it's been a wild journey, you know.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine, dude.
You know?
So what's up next for, you know, Nekrogoblikon, and what's up next for you?
Yeah, that's a good question, Zach. Can I move this?
Yeah,
Is that what podcast?
However you want.
I've only watched some podcasts, you know?
Yeah.
And there's always this guy who's like talking, he's like, you know, it's moving in. He's like, always like, you know, and they're always, so I just feel like I should do that at least a few times, but now I can't see you very well, but this, hold on. Okay.
You
hold
actually look like Larry King right now. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. Larry King?
Yeah.
I feel like that's good. He's probably got a podcast, right? I feel like this is every male comedian right here just doing this. You know, just here we go. All right. All right. So, what am I doing? Okay, so we got a tour with Death Clock, which is like so awesome. Dragon Force, right? And we got a couple of dates with, get this, Baby Metal, which,
Oh, hell yeah.
if you're listening or watching this and you're like, who's Baby Metal? Do yourself a favor. Go give them a little Google. What's that song called? Me Like Chocolate?
Give me chocolate.
Give me chocolate. Now all I can do is move this thing. And then we are trying to start a podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that's definitely, you know, happening sooner than later. I'd love to have you on.
Oh, I would love to be
I'd love
in
to
your
have you on
podcast.
right now. I'll have you on right now.
Let's do it.
Right now. This is my podcast now. No! Oh, sorry.
I had a feeling
Sorry,
this
no,
was
that
gonna
wasn't me.
happen.
That was the ghost. So
It happens on the show more than you would think.
Oh,
You
really?
come and become the host of the podcast.
Yeah, no, it happens.
well, we're big fans of Zach. I think that's what it is. It's like you get on the podcast, you know, I've been on other people's podcasts, you know, and they're just like, oh, fart, you know, and you're like, well, I don't, you know, or just same old, but I was excited to do this one. You know, I felt like we had a little connection. I remember he came to the shows and stuff, so I was excited. And, hey, Brandon, what else do I have going on? Do I have anything else going on in my life?
Book's still out there.
Got my book, John Goblikon's Guide to Living Your Best Life, you know, so that's out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I just got big things coming up, you know.
Fuck
I
yeah.
might do a children's book.
Yeah.
I might open a restaurant, you know. I might...
What kind of restaurant would you open up?
What's that?
What kind of restaurant would it be?
I think it'd be called Goblin Mode. It would just serve junk food, you know.
I love that.
Yeah. It'll be, you know what? It'd be like that Chicago hot dog place. We'd serve junk food and then tell you what a POS you are. You know, really go full goblin mode. And, you know, we'd have like all your high school bullies there. Because, let's be honest, high school bullies, they need jobs.
Yeah.
You know, they're probably working there for minimum wage. And so, yeah, so I got a lot of things planned. And then obviously touring, which, by the way, dream come true, man. I mean, everyone hears me and they're like, you got such a nice voice. And so, you know, one of these days, one of these big networks are going to call and give me my TV show, which I'm trying to, you know, tell anyone and everyone that'll listen that I have, you know. I just asked ChatGPT to write it for me the other day. The script's not the best, you know, but
Yeah.
it works, I think, you know.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing. And I think I'm going to probably go. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow I work. So tomorrow I work. That's something I'm doing coming up. Day after tomorrow, I'm still working. Monday next week through Friday, work. You know, so that's definitely like the immediate kind of what I've got going on. You know, I just got to go back to work
Well,
to make money. Yeah,
I'm super excited.
yeah. Me too.
It's going to be so sick.
And we got to get you out to a show.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally down.
We got to get you out to a show and, like, you know, we'll blow you up or whatever you like, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, whatever you want, dude, we'll do it.
I'm super in.
Yeah.
Like, that would be amazing.
Yeah, or maybe this time you don't have to, and like, you know. Oh, you know what? I am gonna call my agent Jake from State Farm,
Yeah.
and I'll pass him your headshot.
Hell
Because
yeah.
I want to get you on CSI, man. That's going to be like my goal. Get this guy on CSI, everybody. You know. So, anyways, dude, I'm just very thankful that you've had me on, and I would love to hunt some ghosts with you.
I would love that more than anything. That would be amazing. Everyone that comes on this podcast, I ask them this question at the end.
Okay.
What do you do every day to make sure you're reaching your maximum potential?
Wow. I go into the bathroom. I look at myself in the mirror, and I go, John, are you ready to live your best life? And then I go, yeah. And that's how I know. A friend taught me that. A friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start doing that too.
Yeah, you should. It feels good. Just try it. Everyone at home, try it. It's called the FD technique.
Also, I wanted to give you this. I got you a gift card for
Oh,
Chili's.
oh wow! Oh whoa, Zach. Okay, let me move this mic. Wow. Oh, here's what I like about this one. Go to On the Border 2 or Maggiano's. I won't be going there. I'll just be going to Chili's, but it's good to know that the option exists. This is very sweet. Thank you, Zach.
You're welcome.
I'll take you. How about a little date? Zach?
I would love
you,
that.
me, and a couple ghosts. You know what I mean? Fill up a booth. I would like that. I would really like that.
That would be amazing.
This is great. Jerry, put this in my wallet.
Oh, I got you.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Do you have anything you want to plug? I mean, you kind of already plugged some stuff, but you can plug it again if you want.
No, I don't want to be redundant, but can I just say, like, I've always wanted to say this. Hi, I'm John Goblikon, and you're watching Zackass. How did I do it?
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome. I
Hell
always
yeah.
wanted to do that, man. Is this going to blow up?
No.
Is this going to blow up or shock me? Okay, good.
Press the button. No.
Okay.
Again, not the first guest who has asked something like that.
Yeah,
quite honestly.
definitely. Oh, okay. All right. I felt a little something. I did feel a little something. Okay. Now we're working.
Well, thanks everyone for watching this podcast. Go check out Nekrogoblikon and John Goblikon. Check out his book. Hopefully, when his restaurant starts, you can go. That would be amazing. So, stay maximum, everyone.